Last week when we began Unit 2, we started to look at linear versus exponential functions in depth. So far, we have learned the following. When we're adding or multiplying, we have an increasing function. However, when we're subtracting or dividing, we have a decreasing function. Well, today, guys, we're actually going to take that one step further and determine the direction of our functions. So let's start by analyzing these two cliffs. The face of each of these cliffs is represented by an increasing linear function. However, are they the same line? If not, why are they different? Well, you should have said that these lines are not the same line, and even though they're both increasing linear functions, they do have some similar differences. The difference is the steepness of the line, or what we call the slope. The slope tells us the direction or angles of these lines, guys. So how do we find slope? To find slope, we need to calculate the change in y divided by our change in x. Well, our change in y is simply how high this mountain man goes and how far to the right he goes. Let's take a look at some examples. In the warm-up, guys, we already found our change in y, and luckily for you, we provided the change in x. So once we use our formula for slope, we notice that our slope is change in y, which is +3, divided by change in x, which is +1, for a slope of 3. However, guys, it's not always going to be this easy. In the warm-up, we gave you an easy table because all our x's were changing by 1, right? When we divide by 1, we always get the number on top. However, what if we took away these 2 points from your table and we only left these 2 points? Well, the process to figure out the slope is the same exact way. We need our change in y divided by our change in x. And in order to find our change, all we need to do is subtract. Subtract the difference between the second term and the first term. So let's take a look at some examples with actual numbers in them. Let's say this is our 2 points, the point -5, 5, -5, -5, and the point -2, 4. To find the change in y, we have to, and the change in x, we have to subtract the second term from the first term. So let's calculate change in y first. 4 minus -5 should give us +9. And -2 minus -5 should give us +3. When we divide these two numbers, 9 divided by 3, we should get a slope of 3, which is what we originally had, right? So guys, no matter what 2 points you have, in order to calculate your slope, all you have to do is find your change in y and then divide that by your change in x.